And I definitely uploaded it. You know where it is? It's gonna be in videos. Okay, we can record some bites, sound bites. Let's do this. Um, let's see how to record audio voice over in what's it called? DaVinci Resolve.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can.
Let's go ahead and check out how to record voiceover in DaVinci Resolve version 20. In previous versions of DaVinci Resolve, you needed to go into the Fairlight tab in order to access the voiceover feature. Now in the main timeline editing mode, you'll see there's a new voiceover microphone icon just beneath the video preview window. Click on that and a voiceover recorder pop-up will appear. You can select the microphone from the drop-down list. You can select which track you would like to record your audio into. By default, it will automatically create a voiceover track for you. And you can also give it a file name so that it records the file separately. You get access to more voiceover features in the cut window. Here you'll see the new voiceover record icon again, but just above that, you get a few different options for voiceover. In the first menu on the left, you can click on it and choose your audio source, be it built-in microphone or external.
I think I can just do this. Hi. Hello, I am testing this voice recorder feature. Save good money at Menards. Hello, I am testing this voice recorder feature. Hello. Gross. Okay. I think we want it in between. There we go. This is a test to see the voice recording of DaVinci Resolve. Okay, and my media just downloaded. This is a test to see the voice recording of DaVinci Resolve. That sounds pretty good. Save your money at Menards. All right, we got to do like the tagline. Delete. Oh, delete. Let's work on a script. Perfect. Put this in here. And then we can do. Need a haircut.
Day 1 of the 10-week challenge. We're starting off with some aim labs.
Oh, you know what? I should be recording myself. Let's just go to YouTube for some inspiration as well. 2 years ago, it made you insane.
Hot chicken keep me coming back for something new. Loaded fries.
These are pretty gas.
I decided to aim train on aim labs for 30 days. To be honest, I decided to do this because I got a new mouse pad and it made my aim worse. So starting off, I needed to find an aim labs routine. I needed something for tracking, flicking, and precision. And you can't play aim labs without the grit.
Okay, so we want AimLabs vid script. I set out with the goal to aim train for 30 days. The results may surprise you. This is ass. Set out to try to improve my aiming. No, I like that. I recently set out with the goal to improve you don't want to say recently here again, but I sucked at aiming. What am I trying to say here? Well, let's start with my name. Um, where is Aim Labs? Save more money at Menards. You could 1v1? It's kind of crazy. This is my profile. That. Where the f is the skills? Hello? Why is this UI so hard to navigate? Task data? Shit, I deleted Excel. Alright, well, we're gonna come back to that. We're still just writing the script for now. What were the game modes that I played? Grid shot and straight shot. Newcomer. Oh, I'm starting to get hungry. Ugh. Let's just do one for the fun of it. Stinky, stinky, poopy. Not great. Why are these replays unavailable? Whatever. I gotta pee again. You. Wherewithal? Is that a word? I have no idea if this sounds any good. All right, let's try recording some of this. So quiet.
Alright, day 1 of the 10-week challenge. We're starting off with some aim labs.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? My first one was 62,000.
That's pretty solid.
Did I got up to 80, no? I add sound gates. And Fairlight. Is this Fairlight? Fusion, color, Fairlight.
So you think you know Wix, but do you really? First up, we've got Shake.
Hello, welcome in. My name is Sweet Phil, and today I'm showing you really quickly how to add a noise gate in DaVinci Resolve.
Oh, please don't give me another ad.
Hold on, before you pay for yet another app to manage your team, let me introduce you to Connect Team, the one platform that
in DaVinci Resolve. If you like these 1 or 2 minute tutorials, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe up to the channel. Now right here, I'm just going to show you the clip. Maybe you got some noise in the background. You want to make sure that that noise, you don't hear it when you're not speaking, so I just got a random clip here. If any of my tutorials help you out, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe up to the channel. So what you can do is actually just go over to the Fairlight tab here, the little audio looking symbols here. And it's not readily noticeable because you'd think it would be in here somewhere where to add a noise gate, but it's actually this little spot here. Double click on it, it pops up, and you can just click gate right here, and boom, you got yourself a noise gate. There are adjustments in here that you can make.
My boy. How do I record?
I ordered 200 hand-forged knives to my dorm room and built a Wix website to sell them.
And the question is why can't we record? Well, you do need to come over to the input and tell the Fairlight page where to get audio for this particular input track. So if you don't have the mixer over here, go ahead and make sure you click on mixer so that shows up over here. We'll click on the input and then choose input. That brings us to our patch page. So what we need to do here is that's okay. We do need to just set one thing up here really quickly. If you don't already have the media pool open, make sure you click on media pool, then come down into this area here, right click, and we're going to create a new timeline. And that will just allow us to create a space where we can make a new audio recording. We don't have to record any video. It's just going to be audio in our case, so don't worry. Go ahead and change the audio track type to mono. In our case, we're recording spoken word audio.
Wait. Delete. Audio. Mono.
Worry. Go ahead and change the audio track type to mono. In our case, we're recording spoken word audio, a voiceover track, if you will. And we really only need mono, but we'll also talk about stereo if you are recording a stereo track. But we'll go ahead and start with mono. Everything else we can leave at its default and click create. All right, now we can come over to the Fairlight page, and you will notice we have this one track here, this one audio track. That's perfect for us. We're just recording a single mono track, and you can see right here, it is a mono track. That's what the 1.0 refers to. Now I just need to arm this track for recording by pressing the R button, but you'll notice when I do that, it flashes red for just less than a second and turns off, as if to say, no, you can't record. And the question is why can't we record? Well, you do need to come over to the input and tell the Fairlight page where to get audio for this particular input track. So if you don't have the mixer over here, go ahead and make sure you click on mixer so that shows up over here. We'll click on the input and then choose input.
My boy. That shit ain't coming up for me. My boy. Yo. Oh, there it is.
That brings us to our patch page. So what we need to do here is that we need to make sure that we have selected audio inputs on the left here for our source and track input for our destination. And what we're telling the Fairlight page here is for audio track number 1, that's this first track here, where should we get the audio? And in this case, I have the microphone connected to my Volt 276 in its first input. So I'm going to click this box right here. You'll notice that once I click it, it turns white on the outline. And this one's already selected, audio 1. If it wasn't, I could go ahead and select it and then click patch. And what I'm telling Fairlight here is the input number 1 from this audio interface, connect that to and send its audio to audio 1 track here in this timeline. So this audio 1 track is going to get its audio from the first input on the Volt 276. We'll close that. Now when we click on the record button and arm it, wow, it's getting audio from our microphone. Perfect.
Oh, is this recording? It is. We are currently recording. I do hear some background sound.
Now to start recording, I just click the record button like that, and you can see right here the waveform is coming in as we talk. We are now recording in the Fairlight page. If you want to go ahead and stop the recording, you can press the space bar or press the stop button. Either will do the job. And now we have our recorded audio. Now, what if instead of recording mono, I actually wanted to record a stereo track? Well,
whatever we're
to do that, first of all, I need to have two microphones connected to my audio.
Don't care about stereo. I am recording for... Okay. How to reduce background buzz in Fairlight DaVinci.
First step is going to Fairlight tab on where you're having your voice recording. Here's how you can remove the background noise in the free version of DaVinci Resolve. My voiceover is located on audio channel number 1, so I'm gonna go in audio channel number 1 mixer. I'm gonna click on the plus sign next to effects. I'm gonna go to restoration and I'm gonna select noise reduction. In here I will also turn on the
effects, restoration, noise reduction,
auto speech mode right here. Now let's preview the recording once again. Here's how you can remove the background noise in the free version of DaVinci Resolve.
That's pretty sick. I'm testing to see if there's background noise in the free version of DaVinci Resolve. Kind of don't like having that. Wait. See if there's background noise in the free version of DaVinci Resolve. Kind of don't like having that. Okay, I'm cool with it, I'm aggressively average, and I recently set out with a goal to improve my aiming on mouse and keyboard. I hate having this feedback. I'm aggressively average, and I recently set out with a goal to improve my aiming on mouse and keyboard. That's fine. A couple months ago, I made the switch from console to mouse and keyboard, and I quickly realized I sucked. A couple months ago, I made the switch from console to mouse and keyboard, and I quickly realized I sucked. I figured a good way to get better was to focus on aim training, so I did what most people would think to do. Started training my aiming. That sounds terrible. I figured a good way to get better was to focus on aim training, so I did what most people would think to do. Started an aim training regiment. There we go. Damn it. I figured a good way to get better was to focus on aim training, so I did what most people would think to do. I started an aim training regimen. That sounds weird too, though. Whatever. Apparently, this isn't as straightforward as I thought it would be. Aim Labs was my go-to for this since it was free, and at the time I didn't know there were other options. Most people who are not in the weeds of Aim Labs will probably be familiar with Grid Shot, which is a game mode where you try to click on these orbs as fast as possible. This might be the most popular Aim Labs game mode, but it's actually not the best for improving your aim. So as the bright-eyed newcomer I was, I went straight into Grid Shot. Apparently, this isn't as straightforward as I thought it would be. Aim Labs was my go-to for this since it was free, and at the time I didn't know there were other options. Most people who are not in the weeds of Aim Labs will probably be familiar with Grid Shot, which is a game mode where you try to click on these orbs as fast as possible. This might be the most popular Aim Labs game mode, but it's actually not the best for improving your aim. So as the bright-eyed newcomer, at first, for me, it was more of just doing something rather than really trying to hone in and make big improvements. I figured something was better than nothing, even if I wasn't being the most optimal with my training time. Getting the reps in and putting in the work was the first step, and I could get more intentional with my training down the line. I'm not even at a minute yet. It was bad. Really bad. The current high score leader on Grid Shot is a person named Viscos, who scored 184,870. My first game, I scored 62,567, which I actually wasn't upset with. I may have delusions of grandeur, but even I'm not crazy enough to think that I'd be scratching the leaderboard in just 30 days. Still, I was looking for improvement. That I could do. Luckily, I didn't just stick to Grid Shot. I had enough insight to realize that other game modes had their place in the training landscape, so I decided to add in some Strafe Shot as well. In this game mode, the targets actually move, which makes it a lot harder. Alright, I mean, this is where... shit. Can I go here? Alright. Timeline 1. Let's rename this as YouTube worthy. Hello. Wait, here we are. I'm aggressively average, and I recently set out with a goal to improve my aiming on mouse and keyboard. Can I rename this? Whatever, doesn't matter. Shit. I'm aggressively average, and I recently set out with a goal to improve my aiming on mouse and keyboard. Sounds pretty bad. A couple months ago, I made the switch from console to mouse and keyboard, and I quickly realized I sucked. Kitty cat! I figured a good way to get better was to focus on aim training, so I did what most people would think to do. I started. Let's just do some recording. This. I'm gonna need some intro stuff. But I think this is probably a good place to stop for now. Oakley dokley. Peace out, y'all. Hey, kitty cat, get down from there.